I started back in 1979 painting murals on New York subways. I painted through the early 80s mostly, but our focus in that time in New York City, it was the subways, not to roam around the streets tagging on people's buildings, maybe a little bit for practice if you had to, but it was just getting into the train yards, painting the subways, and I painted large murals on there as a teenager. I went to the High School of Art and Design, and that's about most of my formal art training, but I didn't really attend classes all that much. Honestly, my school was in Midtown Manhattan, right in the middle of the city, and kids from all over the city went there, and I met like close to 300 graffiti writers at a time. And some of these boys seriously knew how to get into the train yards and did subways, so that was interesting. It took me a while to convince them, but that's how I started painting the subways. And it was all about sitting at the lunchroom at the writer's table. And you sit there for all the lunch periods, like about 4 hours. You know, take an hour of ladies' room, chilling, smoking with the girls, writing on the walls, that kind of stuff. And that was my school day. I started getting money for my work about the same time as I started painting on the subways. About the age of 16, I started exhibiting in galleries, canvases, in fine museums and in amazing spaces and opportunities that I had. I also paint murals, which isn't considered street art, it's considered public art. And there's a vast difference in the two. One is illegal, one that it's not. One you can do in the daytime and one you have to do at night. It's the same as hiring any other kind of a subcontractor. You hire someone for a custom-made piece of art or furniture or whatever it is that you hire someone for. So you look over their work, and thankfully now all the portfolios are online on a website. You can look over the work and not waste anyone's time. You can see immediately whether you're going to be able to afford this artist, this kind of custom work. I don't accept any jobs that are under like $1,000. And then for buying fine art, you can buy it out of a gallery, and galleries do take commissions up to 50%, sometimes 40%. Or you can buy it directly from the artist, which always costs a lot less, but then you have to find the artist and get to know them. I also do teen workshops painting big murals. Once or twice a year, we paint a very large wall. I insist that the kids design their own work, like I did when I was a teenager. I designed my own work and I got it up there. Even if I didn't have permission, I got it up there, and I love seeing my work big. That is the biggest thrill of all, watching your stuff roll by on a giant train, and you know you got away with it and you achieved something that was impossible. It's a bigger thrill than receiving like tons of money for a piece of art from some rich person or something like that. It's much more meaningful, and you see against all odds, you achieve this amazing thing.